Hey everyone, welcome back to KDX Bricks Analytics. In this video, I'm going to give you my top 10 Lego sets that are over $100 for investing and reselling. And I'm going to cheat. Sets that are $99.99, I'm going to include in this list. My 10th place set is 76408, 12 Grimald Place. In the last 2 weeks, from May 16th to May 31st, it got 2 more mentions for a total of 6, and it has an enthusiasm score of 2.3. It is still scheduled to retire at the end of this year. Quick reminder, what I do with my videos on this channel, I watch all the other Lego investing and reselling videos every time a Lego set gets mentioned. I record it on my tables as a mention, and based on how excited the YouTuber is about that particular set, I give it an enthusiasm score of 1, 2, or 3. And sometimes they say avoid this set and I'll give it an enthusiasm score of 0, and that is in a separate video. Obviously, we're looking at the cumulative table here, which runs from January 1st to May 31st, and all of the changes are reflective of the new mentions in the last 2-week time period. To create this table, I watched 197 videos total across 14 channels with over 1,050 Lego set mentions. Getting back to my 10th place set here, it is $120 for 1,083 pieces, but also includes 9 minifigures, which is great. It has a 4.3 rating on Brickset. I'm a big fan of this set. I think it's flying under the radar a little bit. If it retires at the end of this year, it will have a 1.5-year shelf life. And this mechanism where address 12 disappears and reappears is really, really well done. The interior detail is not bad. Those 2 large stickers on the second level to the right look really good. Of course, the Weasley twins are up to their shenanigans. And with the front of this set looking like downtown row houses and the back of this set with all this detail, I think this is a set that can go right in with a regular city build. Even though it's a Harry Potter themed set, I think it'll look great in a city build. And of course, with some customization, you can really dress this up and make it look even less Harry Potter and more like a city build. So I'm very excited about this set. I think it has a lot going for it. Of the 9 minifigures, 8 of them are exclusive. The Harry Potter combination is exclusive to this set, but you can piece him together from other sets. So in my book, I say 8 out of 9 are exclusive. Minister Kingsley looks really good. How the robes are printed through the torso, the hips, and the legs are well done. And then Tonks looks really good. What a great character. Nice depth, nice folds in the torso, great color on the hairpiece, matched to the actress in the movies, and the good face expressions. And then this is a really good Sirius Black with all the layering and depth in the torso. The rest of the minifigures here are really good also. Mrs. Weasley, very well done, perfect face expression. And then of course, Creature the Elf, also really well done. Now for my 9th place set, it is the next row up on the table. It is the modular building police station 10278. Also 2 more mentions, up to 6, with an enthusiasm score of 2.3. It is $200 for just over 2,900 pieces, and it has a 4.4 rating on Brickset. This set is also scheduled to retire at the end of the year. I think 3 modular buildings are scheduled to retire at the end of the year, and we haven't had any modulars retire in a couple of years. This one is the most popular of the 3 according to all the other Lego investing and reselling videos that I've watched, mostly because it has the best value for the price at over 2,900 pieces. The bookshop is same price, $200, and only just over 2,500 pieces. These modular buildings I like a lot. Of course, we all do. Great detail, a lot of fun to build. They're fully enclosed. They come apart by the floors very easily so that you can see all the interior detail. And historically, they've done very well in retirement. The data shows that each one that gets released and retires does slightly worse in terms of return on investment than the one before, but I just looked it up. The downtown diner is doing decent, and the corner garage is not doing great yet, but give it some more time and then we'll do okay, I'm sure. And like I said, we love all the detail. There's the nice donut shop that is a very funny nod, having it right next to the police station. That gives us all a good little chuckle and humor in the set. Another great interior detail shot with the criminal getting his mugshot. And then this is my favorite. That crime scene map is really, really cool. What a good, simple design with very, very few pieces. I would like to have something like that in other sets. And it reminds me a little bit of the modern art pieces that are in the boutique hotel set. In 8th place, I have this set, 76956, the TRex Breakout. It got 1 more mention, so it's up to 9 total for this 5-month time period, and an enthusiasm score of 2.4. It is $100, and it has a 4.5 on Brickset. Very good value at 1,212 pieces. I just love this set. It is a great diorama scene from the original 1993 Jurassic Park movie. Here's a close-up of the scene. The The Jeep is really well designed and built, very classic to the movie. I like the pieces showing the track that the Jeep rides along, a couple of potholes, and the fence broken apart by the T-Rex, the Jeep that's been flipped over by the T-Rex. I do like the brick built dinosaur a lot. I think it gives the scene a much more dynamic feel. I know it's always great to get the Jurassic Park dinosaur mold pieces, but honestly for me, I like having the extra brick pieces, and I like that you get to build the dinosaur up, and really good foliage and the back there showing the interior of where the dinosaurs roam. Just an awesome set, especially for the price. All 4 minifigures are exclusive and they look really good. Alan with his good printing on his torso and a good facial expression with his hat. Ian, great minifigure. Alexis or Lex looks really good. I like the arm sleeve that is ripped off and all the details showing that she's been through quite an event in the last few moments. And same thing with Tim. The only thing I wish on these minifigures is if Lex had the medium legs instead of the short legs. But other than that, these minifigures are really good. I think this set is going to do really well in retirement. And don't forget, this set is a Target exclusive. History shows that some Target exclusive sets do really, really well in retirement. From what I can see, the really good Lego sets that are Target exclusive do really well. This set is scheduled to retire at the end of this year, and if it does, it will have less than a 2-year shelf life, which I think is also really good. I can't say enough good things about this set. It is my 8th place set and I love it. And I wanted to point out that Lego is really leaning into the diorama sets, which I'm a big fan of if you've watched my other videos. So here's a couple of Star Wars dioramas that have gotten a lot of buzz, and then this Indiana Jones Temple of the Golden Idol set that just came out, to me is in the same category as the diorama sets. Of course, this one has a ton of great action features. I like the direction that Lego is going with these sets, and in general I think they will all be very popular. Really good display pieces, but lots of nice detail, a lot of fun to build. They're minifigure scale, and I think there's going to be a lot of staying power with these sets. Next up is the Great Wave Art Set. This is set 31208. It got one more mention, up to 5, with an enthusiasm score of 2.6. I put this set into my 7th place. It is $100 for 1,810 pieces. It has a 4.6 on brick set, but this is my first set on this list that is not scheduled to retire at the end of this year. And of course, how long each set is on the retail shelf really has an impact on how well it will do in retirement. So I'm taking some risk on putting this set on my list, but I still think that it won't be on the shelves so long that it hurts its ability to perform well. I, along with many other Lego investors and resellers, haven't liked the very flat art pieces that only have the studs or the round tiles, but these art pieces that have a lot of texture and depth to them, I think they'll be desirable many years into the future. On to my first Star Wars set on this list. In 6th place is 75290, the Mos Eisley Cantina. It's a huge set at $400. It is basically the UCS Cantina set. It's the Master Builder series. This set is really good. Mine I have right over there. I built it right when it came out. It got one more mention, up to 15 total, with an enthusiasm score of 2.5. It is still not scheduled to retire yet, but it has a 4.6 on brick set. It came out in 2020, so it's going to be a very long shelf life, but this is the most iconic scene and the best scene in all of Star Wars movies and shows, in my opinion. I knew this was a must-have for me, but it does only have just under 3,200 pieces at the $400 price point. Luckily, at that price, it does come with 21 minifigures. Just under half of them are exclusive. Here's a close-up looking at all the detail with Luke there, who got knocked down, but the band is still playing. All the alien characters in this set. The detail on the bar is really, really good. The bartender character, I know we're all excited about that. There's Han just yucking it up, hanging out. Greedo doesn't know it yet, but he's about to get his demise. And then pretty funny to see C-3PO and R2-D2 scurrying out of there. I love the pose they put C-3PO in. Very obvious that he's nervous at that moment. Not only does this set come with the main building, but it also comes with 2 spaceships, the communication structure, and then the outbuilding, which can actually split into 2 separate buildings, and you can rearrange a little bit where you place those with a couple of different connection points onto the main building. I loved building this set. I love having this set. I love having all the different minifigures, and even though it's really expensive, I hope we get an opportunity to get it on sale sometime. If you're willing to hold on to a large box for a pretty long time, I think it can do really, really well in retirement. That is my 6th place set. In 5th place is 21326, Winnie the Pooh. 3 more mentions, up to 14 total, with an enthusiasm score of 2.5. This one is also $100 with a 4.5 on brick set. Really good value on this set at 1,265 pieces and the 5 exclusive minifigures. It is scheduled to retire at the end of this year. It'll have less than 3 years on the shelves. I've talked about this set a lot in my other videos. Here's a good look at the minifigures and all the interior details. Pooh's cottage here opens up so you can see the details and play with it, and then it closes up so that it is a nice complete set. Looks great from the front and the back and the sides. Huge fan of this set. I think it's a really good price point. I think it'll do well in retirement. I equate it similarly to the 123 Sesame Street set that retired last year that everybody's very excited about for investing and reselling. As I said, the minifigures are really good. Love Tigger, Piglet, great expressions, of course, Winnie the Pooh, and Eeyore with the little bow piece. Next up in fourth place is this set, the new Guardians ship. This set came out in 2023 and right now is on the retirement list for the end of 2023. If that stays true, it will have less than a year on the shelves, which I think is fantastic. This set is a sleeper in my opinion, flying under the radar. One more mention, only up to 2 mentions total, but both of them have been enthusiasm scores of 3. It is $100 for just over 1,100 pieces. It has a 4.6 rating already on Brickset. On first glance, you look at it and say, wow, how can that be $100 worth of plastic and pieces and play experience? I haven't built this set yet, but I think that it is larger than what it looks like in the pictures. And of course, it has all those great teal and magenta pieces. A few of them are recolors for this set. 5 really good minifigures. 2 of them are completely exclusive to this set. The rest of them can be pieced together from other sets. Here's another image showing a lot of action and play you can do with it. The top and bottom both have canopies and hatches that can be opened. The side pieces are little flyers on each side that can be taken off and flown around. The back with the magenta thruster pieces and how the octagon shapes are constructed is really well done. I'll admit when this first came out, I really wasn't that excited about it, but the more that I've looked at it, the more I've researched it, and the fact that it's on the retirement list has made me be very excited about it. Other little hidden areas where you can put minifigure accessories is really nice. And then the minifigures themselves are outstanding, even though basically 4 of them use the same torso. Nebula's is different because of the one arm that is in the, I think that's the gunmetal gray color, but this minifigure looks great. The head looks great, a lot of good detail. And then the Adam Warlock minifigure, which is exclusive to this set, is fantastic. I hope all that light red print on the gold comes through really sharply in production. I'm very excited to have this one in fourth place. Before I show you my top 3 sets, I'm going to show you the other $100 or more sets on the cumulative table that got mentions in the last 2 weeks. I know that's not very nice of me, so we'll go through these quickly. First up is 75292, the Razor Crest, 3 more mentions up to 19. If I did a top 11, this would be my 11th place set. 75309, 2 more mentions up to 19 also with an enthusiasm score of 2. 75326, Boba Fett's Throne Room. Here it is on the table, 1 more mention, 13 total, enthusiasm score of 1.9. The Justifier, 4 more mentions up to 12, but only an E score of 1.8. 10497, Galaxy Explorer, 9 mentions total with an enthusiasm score of 2.3. Scrolling down the table, Santa's Visit, 10293, 6 mentions total with an enthusiasm score of 2. This Outstanding Train Station, 60335, 5 more mentions, only an enthusiasm score of 1.6. City sets typically don't do well in retirement. Mandalorian Fangfighter versus TIE Interceptor, 1 more mention up to 4, but enthusiasm score of 2.8, so we'll have to keep an eye on that set. This great set, 75352, the Emperor's Throne Room Diorama, up to 4 mentions total. The NASA Mars Perseverance Technic Rover set that is coming out soon, 3 mentions with an E score of 2.7. R2D2 got its 3rd mention, and BD1 got its 3rd mention. Next up is 76389, the Hogwarts Chamber of Secrets, 2 mentions but an enthusiasm score of 2.5. And then the Minecraft The Red Barn, 2 mentions, and then the Ministry of Magic 76403 with 2 mentions. All right, enough of that. Back to my list. In 3rd place is 10266, the NASA Apollo 11 lunar lander, 1 more mention up to 5, only with an enthusiasm score of 2, which I think is crazy. So this set is definitely flying under the radar. It's $100 with a 4.4 on Brickset. It's expected to retire at the end of this year, which does give it a pretty long shelf life, but it is an amazing looking set, and this is an easy one for me. If we go to Camel on the International Space Station, it retired at the end of 2022, $70 price point, and it's already going for $110. If we go to the NASA Apollo Saturn V, it retired at the end of 2022 at $120 retail, and it's already going for $210. And remember, this is the 2nd release of this set, so it already sat on the shelves for a number of years, then came back out and was on the shelves again for a number of years. So I'm not worried at all about the greater than 3-year shelf life for the NASA Apollo 11 lunar lander. I'm hugely excited about this set. I think it is a big winner. On to my 2nd place set is this one, 75336, the Inquisitor Fire Transport Scythe from Star Wars. This set is so cool. It got 3 more mentions, up to 13, with an enthusiasm score of 2.8. Love it. It's $100 with a 4.6 on Brickset. It is from Obi-Wan Kenobi Disney Plus series, which wasn't the most popular, but this ship was very popular. These characters are very popular, and this ship in flight mode looks awesome. Tons of great interior space. One of the better Star Wars ships produced in a long time, in my opinion. But most importantly, these minifigures are outstanding. The Grand Inquisitor, great head, great face expression, all the detail, and of course that shoulder armor piece looks really cool. The Imperial Inquisitor, fifth brother, also looks really, really good. And then third sister, Reva, looks awesome. I love the hair and face expression on her. This Ben Kenobi minifigure is really good. All 4 of these are exclusive to this set. And I'd be remiss to not point out that this set came out in August of 2022 on the list to retire at the end of 2023. So less than a year and a half on the shelves. And now in first place, surprise, surprise, is the Medieval Blacksmith. 1 more mention, up to 17, with an enthusiasm score of 2.7, $180 with a 4.7 rating on Brickset. It has 2,164 pieces, 4 minifigures. It is expected to retire at the end of this year. There's not much we need to say about this set other than look at it and see how amazing this set looks, how well it is designed. It is a very fun build. Lots of great detail on the interior and the exterior. It's medieval. It reminds us of Castle. A lot of nostalgia packed up in this set. Oh, and don't forget, my videos are for entertainment purposes only. I do not provide financial advice. You got to get that from somebody else. Thanks for watching. That's a wrap on this video, and I will see you in the next one.